Apple is reorganizing its App Store. Give us a little more context here.
Yes, that's right. Matt Fischer, he's the vice president in charge of the App Store business and Apple Arcade. Obviously, the App Store generates somewhere north of $20 billion per year for Apple. It's one of their remaining key growth areas as part of that services organization. He's leaving the company in October. This is a major development. This is coming as part of a company reorganization right within the App Store group. The App Store group has been under scrutiny from global regulators for a couple of years now. As we've discussed in the past, global regulators such as in the EU, some in the United States, some in Australia, are looking for Apple to allow alternative versions to the App Store so developers can bypass Apple's payment methods.
Yeah.
This has been very much at the core of what the EU is doing. So now the App Store team is splitting into two, one related to the in-house App Store and one related and responsible for alternative app distribution. Apple is doing this to help continue to grow the App Store and to really be able to respond more quickly to these global changes.
So who's running things right now, Mark, and is that going to change?
Well, Phil Schiller, he's ultimately responsible for the App Store. He is one of Apple's longest-serving executives. He really was very key in returning Apple to being Apple in the late 1990s alongside Steve Jobs. He's one of Tim Cook's closest lieutenants, a direct report to Cook. So he's ultimately responsible for that App Store business in addition to a couple of other things. Matt Fischer was the person who ran the App Store business reporting to Schiller, so he's leaving. He's going to be replaced by two of his lieutenants. One is named Carson Oliver. He's a longtime senior director related to the actual nitty-gritty of the business. The other is Ann Tai. She's been a director in charge of App Store product features. And so the two of them will now report to Schiller and lead that combined new App Store group.